Good morning, everyone. I'm your instructor for today for English class. So I want to introduce my name first. My name is Gunawan Tambunsaribu. So based on our syllabus of English, today's topic that's about simple past. Okay, simple past. What is simple past? In bahasa Indonesia, simple past itu digunakan untuk menyatakan kejadian atau aksi yang sudah terjadi, tapi waktunya jelas. So, the example is simple past is, for example, I did my homework last night. I did my homework last night. I did my homework last night. Okay, so if you use the verb in the action, I mean if you did an action in the past, so we use verb to, right? So remember, if you want to make a sentence, or if you want to tell your action in the past, we use verb to. We use verb to. So that's simple past. In the second explanation is, we have here last night. So this is the specific time. So the action that we had done in the past, we say the specific time. We tell the listener about the specific time. So that's the simple past important thing. So we have to put the specific time. Okay, so I did my homework last night. Or if we erase this, I did my homework, the listener will understand that our action or the action of us happened in the past time. Alright, so that's the simple past means, right? So this is the first example. Okay, I want to make the second example. Second example is, you came to my house last week. So where is the verb? This is the verb. Okay, so came derives from the first verb come. So come, came, come. So we use verb to. We use verb to explain about past action. So you came to my house last week means that the action of coming had happened in the past, right? So you came to my house last week. As I told you just now, we had here specific time for the sentence, last week. So this is the specific time, last week. Okay, so that's the most important thing in simple past. We have the specific time in the sentence, so that someone will know that the action happened specific time in the past. Okay, so after those two examples that I give to you, so we are continuing to the time signal. The time signal. Yeah, I'm telling you that the time signal is very important in simple past sentence, right? So for example, commonly we use these two words, ago or last. Okay, ago or last. So if you use ago, so that's after the time. I mean, for example, 2 days ago. This is the time and this is the specific time, 2 days ago. In bahasa Indonesia, 2 hari yang lalu, alright? So if you use last, mean last must be followed by the time. I mean last night, last week, for example, right? So last must be followed by the specific time. Last night, last week, last year, last Tuesday. Okay, so this is the time signal commonly we use in simple past tense. Alright? Yeah. Because we have a small whiteboard here, so after I explain and then I erase and then I explain again, I continue our discussion. Okay, so I erase this first. Alright, so I re-explain. Simple past tells about the past experiences. So if we use a verb in simple past, use verb to. From 16 English tenses, only simple past uses verb to. Only simple past tense uses verb to. Alright, so remember, simple past is very unique in my opinion because simple past is only used verb to. Yeah, it's different from the other tenses, right? Okay, so I will write here 5 examples. So pay attention when we use simple past using verb to. She told me a story just now. Okay, so that's the first example. Okay, she told. So told derives from tell, told, told. So which verb that we use in verb 2 in simple past? This one, verb 2. This is verb 1, verb 2, and verb 3. So we use this, right? So she told me a story just now. So this is the specific time for simple past in this sentence, just now, right? Yeah. So this is the specific time for this sentence, just now. So we use told for the verb to, and then we use specific time, just now. So this is called simple past. So this is the first example. Okay. Yeah. We'll continue to the example of number 2. I mean the second example. Okay. Lisa is the subject. Lisa gave me a letter last year. Okay, pay attention to the verb. So gave is the verb here. Gave derives from the verb 1, give, and the verb 2, gave, and the verb 3, given. So we use the verb 2, gave, in this sentence because this is simple past sentence and the specific time last year. Alright? Yeah. This is the second example, and I promised you just now that I will give you 5 sentences for examples of simple past. So this is the second example. Right? Yeah. I will give you the third example. They met me this morning. Okay, this one is the verb. So met is the verb to from the verb meet. Met. Even though the verb to and the verb 3 is the same in the letter and the sound, but in our mind, when we hear or when we listen this sentence, they met me this morning. So what comes into our mind is that this verb is this verb too, not this one, right? Because this is the simple past. Why do you say that this is simple past? We have here the specific time, this morning. this morning. Okay, yeah, this is the example of number 3, and we'll continue to give you the example of simple past, the 4th example. Siska and Naomi ran so fast yesterday. So the subject is Siska and Naomi, and the verb is ran. So ran is ran derives from the verb 1 ran, and the verb 2 ran, and the verb 3 ran. Okay, so this is the verb 2 of the verb run. Okay, so we use the verb 2 here because the specific time is yesterday. So this is the specific time. Okay, yeah, the last, I will give you the 5th example. We use the subject he wanted to talk to you last Monday. Okay, so which one is the verb? Yeah, this is the verb, and this verb is verb 2 from the verb want, wanted. So because this is in English, this is called regular verb. I mean the verb 2 and the verb 3 ended by ed. So this is regular verb. And he wanted to talk to you last night. So where is the specific time? This is the specific time. Alright. So those 5 examples are the examples of using verb 2 in simple past tense. Alright. So remember, when we tell other people about our past experience, so use verb 2 from the for the actions. Use verb 2 for the actions. As I told you last week, our study about to be for simple past, we use was and were. We use was and were for non-verbal sentence. Non-verbal sentence means that there is no any verb in the sentence. In this topic, for today's topic, we discuss about simple past using verb 2. So this is called verbial sentence. Okay, yeah. So at the end of this video, after I erase this, I will give you 5 questions to fill the blanks with the correct verb. So remember, use verb 2. So the first one is the most important thing is please practice the irregular verbs, because some of my students do not know the verb 2 of many irregular verbs. For example, eat. So what is the verb 2 of eat? Ate. And the verb 3 is eaten. So what is the differences between regular and irregular verb? Irregular verb doesn't have any regular form. So it's different from regular verb. Regular verb used ended by ed at the end of the verb. So for example, need, needed, want, wanted, work, worked. So that is called regular verb. But in irregular verb, so there is no any basic form. So we have to remember, we have to practice that we can remember long last in our mind, right? So if we don't practice this, we can easily forget, right? Yeah. So I will write down the assignment for you. I will give you 5 questions. So I will write down first the instruction. Fill the blanks with the correct verb for those simple past sentences. Yeah, the instruction is fill the blanks with the correct verb in bracket verb 2 for those simple past sentences. Okay, remember, this is the instruction for the next 5 questions that I will write down here. Okay, isilah titik-titik ini dengan kata kerja yang tepat, yaitu kata kerja bentuk kedua untuk kalimat-kalimat simple past berikutnya. Okay, yes. So number 1, she coffee last night. Okay, she blanks in bracket is verb 1, drink. So you have to change this into verb 2. Drink coffee last night. Number 2, okay, the second assignment is the second sentence. Anna blanks the verb 1 is made, so you have to change this in verb 2. Anna makes some cake this morning. Okay, so those are the verbs. They are called irregular verb, not regular verb, right? Number 3, Rina in bracket eat some chocolates last week. The same, you have to change the verb eat into the verb 2. This is also irregular verb. Number 4, I pay my tuition 2 hours ago. I in bracket pay, so you have to change this into verb 2. This is also irregular verb. My tuition 2 hours ago. So the last number for your assignment for today is I just meet him. Just mean here is specific time for simple past. So you have to change this verb meet into verb 2. Alright, so we have here 5 verbs: drink, make, eat, pay, meet. So those verbs are irregular verbs, so there is no any ed the end of the verb. So yeah, this is the assignment that I give to you after finishing of or after doing this assignment. Please send to my email. You can text me first via WhatsApp group, so we can discuss many things in our WhatsApp group. Yeah. So this is only my explanation about our today's topic, that's about simple past using verb. I'm Gunawan Tambunsaribu, your English instructor. Thank you for listening and good morning.